3, 2, 1, let's go. Hello there everyone. Today we're driving a 2007 Honda Accord V6 Coupe on our channel. This is a super duper rare car, and I want to say a huge thank you to Aidan over at MemberCar of Rockville in Rockville, Maryland for providing me this car. I will attach all his information in the right hand corner side of the screen, so if you're interested in purchasing this beautiful example, then you can reach out to him or any other car he's got on the lot. He's got a lot of cool cars. But let's fire up this beast. This Accord, I gotta say, is meticulously clean. There are no rips, nothing. Steering wheel is in excellent shape. The dashboard, the seats, the doors, the exterior, everything looks phenomenal. This is probably the cleanest Accord that I've seen of this age and era. So if you're looking for one, this very well may be the right one for you to consider. But let's go take a look outside and then go take this Accord for a drive. Now, a lot of you have been asking for this car, and I found it here, luckily, because these are rare, especially the V6s, the coupes. And to be in this condition, that is phenomenal. Even the headlights are not fogged up. A couple months ago I filmed a V6 sedan in 04, and it was definitely not anything close to the condition that this car is in. Because just look at the seats, look at the doors. Nothing is worn out, nothing is ripped. Let's take a look at the trunk. Pretty big trunk if you ask me. Definitely plenty of space. Factory floor mats. Let's take a look at the engine bay. We got the 3.0 liter VTEC, opens up nice and tall. We got our factory stickers, VIN stickers, everything. And just look at the shape of it, of the engine. It's incredible. But let's go hop inside, go over some basic features here, and then take this baby for a drive. I definitely love how the Porsche just randomly drove up here and you're just sitting in his car. So feature-wise, we got a 6 CD changer, very comfortable leather seats. These give me Lexus GS vibes from like the older 90s, 2000s. We got all of this usable space, power outlet, not an ashtray. Remember that. So we got this storage, phone storage, some more storage, very deep compartments. Light advisor, lights work. Sunroof, glasses pocket, lights work. Home lane garage. Let's do a wiper test. We also got the heated side mirror too, side mirrors. Okay, we got this, heated seats, everything works on both sides. Awesome. Well, let's take this Accord for a spin now, shall we? I would say this Accord feels more like an Acura rather than a Honda. Alrighty, let's head on out here. I really like the wiper layout here, how it just lays down like this. And of course the V6 just pulls effortlessly. It's silky, it's smooth, it's quiet. What an incredible engine this is. love the way the Honda transmission shifts. Every single time it shifts, it feels like a dual clutch, just bam, bam, bam. I've noticed it in all the V6 Accords, and you know, it even feels like that in the 4-cylinder model sometimes too. The ride is comfortable, but it is to the stiffer side. You can definitely tell that this is a sportier suspension. It's meant for taking some corners a little more aggressively. And you don't even need to apply the gas much at all. It just sails. There's plenty of down below torque. It's very refined. Let's give it some gas. Excellent. Beautiful cornering capabilities. The cabin is also surprisingly quiet for this kind of class. The only thing that I can hear is just some tire noise, but the wind noise is very well concealed. Taking the first actual corner, excellent grip. And I just like how responsive the gearbox here is, surprisingly. The brakes feel solid. Let's give her some gas. I'm definitely curious to see what this car can run 0 to 60. I feel like it's somewhere in the 7s, probably. You don't want to take that corner too fast. Every car that I test in this corner just does not like this corner whatsoever. No matter how sporty the car is, it just doesn't like it. And there's excellent visibility in the Coupe compared to the sedan. Don't really feel any speed at 80. Feels very refined, comfy. Yeah, the power here is just top notch. Moves with ease. But let's turn around, start heading back, and up next you're going to see a little POV acceleration, and then we will do some 0 to 60 tests. So one observation that I have from driving this Accord is that when you take a fast corner, the car kind of tries to roll to the side and then skid. You can see it happening in the turn that I was making. So it doesn't like those quick, sharp turns. And of course it is a front-wheel drive car. I'm not sure about how the weight here is distributed in this specific model. But straight line wise, it's great. And I especially like the transmission here. Seriously, it's perfect. But now let's head over to Mexico and do some acceleration testing. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Alrighty, so here we have it. Let's come over here and take a look at the times. Alright, so 0 to 60 came in 7.74 seconds by Draghi, and 0 to 62 in 8.09. Very close to what I got on the V6 sedan, so that car was running healthy. 1/8 mile came in at 10.18 at 73, and then the quarter mile is 15.56 at 92.29. And here, as you can see, this was the time. 7.67, 10.49 at 73.9, and 15.87 at 93 miles an hour. Today is a warmer day. It's like 85 degrees outside. AC is running, so definitely not the best conditions, but let's do it a couple more times once the traffic passes, and then we can wrap up the performance part of this test drive. Let's go. I do love the kicks that it does. Yeah, so same thing, 7.6 seconds. Very consistent time, nothing has changed. And I do feel now that with every run, it does get a little bit slower. Not much though. And one thing that I also do have to point out is that I did put in some fresh gas into the car before driving it, so it's not running on any old gas. It's fresh, good gas. Well, I think this summarizes the performance portion of this car. We can try to do one more run once we make a U-turn, but I don't know if that's really necessary. We kind of get the idea, but I'll do it just for the fun of it. Probably gonna disable VSA. See if that changes anything. All right, well, let's come out here. The road looks like it is fairly empty, so we may have a good shot at this. Let me come out here. I'm gonna try to shift manually this time using just the gearbox. See if that does anything. All right, let's come to a full stop. All right, so 3, 2, 1. All right, it started better. Let's go. You know, no difference, honestly. Can't tell any difference. But we did 7.9. So I did disable the VSA and just nothing changed drastically. Same thing. 0 to 60 was 8, 0 to 62 was 8.3, and then 1/8 mile was 10.37 at 72.41. So this is how this car performs. You're welcome to go watch my 2004 Accord V6 sedan 0 to 60 test in the review, and I also had a very a big passenger, so that also added to the time, and we ran about, I think, like 8.2 seconds, and the weather was even worse, and with the AC, and that was a sedan, not a coupe. So this is how it performs. But let me tell you what, those 7.6, 7.7 seconds are really quick times. There has not been a single part during this test drive where I said, oh, I don't have enough power, I need more power to do anything. This is a quick car. Honestly, anything sub 9 seconds is just wonderful. I know there's a lot of people who always love to argue about, oh, but this car is 4/10 faster than this other car, and this car is slow, it's only 8.5 seconds. Anything sub 9 seconds is wonderful. Sub 10 seconds is still good. 11, and even at 11 seconds you can still comfortably drive. And I've driven at more than that, at 14 seconds 0 to 60 cars. The only time where I felt actual discomfort was in like a 17 to 30 second car. But here, look, just easily gets up to speed. I would of course love to add in like an exhaust, maybe a tune, intake, get some other modifications, and it would absolutely sing a melody. And the numbers would get better too. So there's definitely potential here to improve the times. Good tires, some mods, and you can definitely get into like the high 6s, most likely. Maybe like, yeah, 7 seconds. This is definitely a great upgrade over the 4-cylinder model. Much more torquey, better, silkier powertrain. Although I do still like the 4-cylinder. It does sound very nice at high RPMs. This is a great Accord though. Very healthy, runs super well for its age. See, like, very peppy. Well, this wraps up our test drive for today. I hope you... Well, this wraps up our test drive for today. I hope you all had a lot of fun here with me throughout this drive, and we really got to feel the limits and the performance of this Accord. But make sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and smash that like and subscribe button. And until next time.